What if the greatest lessons we ever learn aren't in some classroom, but out there on the open sea? With like nothing but a boat, a fishing line, and a guide who knows all its secrets? Today, we're going to do just that. We're joining a master fisherman and his apprentice to see how a single day on the water can reveal everything about passing on a legacy. And right there, with that one sentence, the old man, Santiago, he just flips the whole day on its head. See, this isn't about fishing for money or for glory, not at all. It's a master class in a totally different kind of success. He's showing the boy, Manolin, that the real prize isn't what you bring back to shore. It's in the process, the preparation, the practice. That's where the real gold is. So that brings up a really big question, right? If this whole day isn't about making a profit or proving he still got it, then what is it about? What's the real mission here? What's the lesson he's trying to pass on that's going to change both of their lives? Well, let's head out on the water with them and find out. Okay, so our story kicks off at dawn. The master and his apprentice, finally back together after a long time apart. And this isn't just some casual trip, This is them returning to their special place, their classroom with no walls, where the horizon just goes on forever, and the biggest lessons are about to be learned. And just look at this. This one image, it says so much about the huge shift in Santiago's world. All those long, lonely days are finally over. He's not just an old man fighting the sea all by himself anymore. Nope. He's a mentor, a guide, and he's got his living, breathing legacy right there in the boat with him. Just having that companionship, it changes everything. Now, on the surface, everything seems pretty chill, right? But you gotta look closer. Manolin's hands, they're not fumbling around anymore. They're moving with this quiet confidence that just shows you he's been learning. And Santiago, he's not just scanning for fish. He's teaching Manolin to see the world like a master, to read the language of the birds, to spot all the little signs of the ocean. Every single detail is part of the lesson. And it's right here, in this quiet, observant setting, that the first big lesson starts to take shape. It's a lesson that's at the absolute heart of Santiago's whole philosophy, the wisdom of patience. Oh, this is such a key moment in their relationship. Manolin's so proud of his quick catch, and why wouldn't he be? It's so natural, so youthful, but watch how Santiago, so gently, like a true master, immediately points him towards something deeper. He doesn't brush off the boy's achievement. He actually uses it to teach a lesson about patience. He's guiding, not commanding. It's beautiful. And here's the thing you gotta get about Santiago's kind of patience. It's not about just sitting around doing nothing. Not at all. It's an active skill. It's the art of watching, of being still, of waiting for that one perfect moment to make your move. It's a lesson you can only really learn through doing, a truth that's just burned into a true fisherman's soul. Okay, so he's learned patience, but that's just level one. The sea is about to throw a much bigger test their way, one that's going to force them to face that timeless battle between raw young strength and careful, aged wisdom. A much bigger fish is on the line. Look at how Santiago breaks this down. This isn't just yanking on a rope, it's pure strategy. It's like a chess match, and Santiago is the grand master. First, he says, outsmart your opponent. Let them waste their energy. Second, when you do act, do it with precision, not just brute force. And third, and this is the masterstroke, he tells Manolin to burn this moment into his memory. This isn't about this one fish. It's a blueprint for every big battle he'll ever have to face. And this, right here, this is the perfect way to see what's going on inside Manolin's head. Every instinct is screaming at him. Hurry up, use force, feel that pride. But Santiago is literally rewiring his brain, teaching him this new language of patience, skill, and deep, deep humility. This is so much more than just catching a fish. This is about forging a whole new character. And this is the part that applies to, well, all of us. The giant he's talking about, that could be anything, right? A huge project at work, a tough personal problem, any of life's biggest hurdles. He's giving Manolin a timeless game plan for navigating life, a lesson that will stick with him long, long after he's left the sea. But even after all that, there's still one more lesson, the big one, the one that ties it all together. It's a kind of wisdom that goes way beyond technique, beyond skill. It touches the very soul of how Santiago sees the world. So now the sea itself changes. It's not that calm, golden canvas anymore. It's churning, it's unpredictable. You can feel Manolin's fear. But Santiago, he's a total beacon of calm. He doesn't see this as a threat, he sees it as the ultimate classroom. It's a chance to teach the most important lesson there is. The sea isn't your enemy to conquer. It's a powerful teacher you have to respect. So, what do? If you can't fight it, if you can't control it, what's left? How in the world do you deal with a force that's so much bigger than you are? Well, the answer, as Santiago is about to show us, is both incredibly simple and totally life-changing. And boom, there it is, the single most important takeaway of the whole day. Manilin, in his young pride, thinks he bent the world to his will, but Santiago, with one devastatingly simple correction, just shatters that idea. No, boy, you listen to the sea. With that one sentence, he rewrites the entire story, shifting it away from ego and towards empathy, from trying to control things to trying to connect with them. So listening to the sea isn't some kind of fisherman's magic trick. It's a whole philosophy for life. It's about paying attention, it's about learning from experience, and it's about respecting the big forces that shape our lives. It's the secret to not just surviving, but actually thriving in a world we can never, ever truly control. And it's this huge lesson that really cements the legacy of their day on the water. A legacy that's going to send ripples through their lives and their whole community in ways they couldn't even imagine. So they get back, and yeah, everyone's blown away by the catch. Of course they are. But they also see something else, something way more important. They see a man who was being crushed by loneliness, now whole again. The real prize wasn't the fish. It's the fact that hope is back, that this incredible bond has been restored, giving the whole village a reason to believe again. Later that night, when Santiago's asleep, he goes back to that special place in his mind, the African beach, where the lions, these symbols of his own youth and strength, are playing. But this time, something's different. Something has fundamentally changed. A new player has entered the dream, a symbol of the incredible transformation that just happened. And there it is, the younger lion, a living, breathing symbol of a Manilin, of the torch being passed. The old man can finally rest, even in his dreams, because he knows his legacy isn't going to die with him. It's going to keep on roaring wild and free on the shores of the future. Which really leaves us with this one last question, doesn't it? In this whole dance of mentorship, who really gets the better end of the deal? The student, who gets a lifetime of wisdom, or the teacher, who, by passing it on, finds purpose again, finds companionship, and finds a reason to hope? It's just a reminder that the greatest legacies we leave aren't carved in stone. They're woven right into the hearts of the people we teach.